All right, welcome to this episode of Hey Girl.
Hey Girl.
Hey Girl. We are coming to you today from the Hey Girl Penthouse here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am your host, Bill Janisse, and I am beyond thrilled that we are in the midst of this fabulous and wonderful partnership with our dear friends at Chambord Black Raspberry Liqueur. And today I am joined in the penthouse by the market manager of Chambord in Las Vegas, Miss Kim Hill. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. Happy to be here finally in the penthouse. It is so beautiful.
I
love it. It's so cute.
I mean, I'm proud of it.
Girl, I love what you did with the place.
Girl, I mean, we still have some work to do. But she's coming along. I mean, We've strategically placed the camera so you can only see the fabulous parts. I assure you, if you move an inch that way, there's boxes stacked. Yeah. Oh my God. So I'm so excited you're here, and I'm very grateful for your time. So first, before we get into what we're doing today, hold on. I gotta adjust because I'm not used to having, I typically have a guest remote, so I got someone in person today, so I gotta look at you. I'm used to looking at the camera.
I'm not used to either, so I'll figure it out as we go.
I love it. So wait, Kim, first of all, where are you from?
I'm originally from Long Island, New York, Strong Island. Hello to all my Long Island friends out there.
Okay,
Hey,
Strong
girls.
Island. Hey, girls. Wait, is your family still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, most of my family is still on the island. Some in the city, but most of us are out on the island. Yep.
Okay, great. And how long have you been in Vegas?
So I've been in Vegas. This is year 3. Yeah.
Come on, it's been 3 years already.
I can't believe it.
I remember when you moved here too, because we were both moving around the same time from the New York area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm here. I love it. I love the West Coast. I love Nevada. I love Las Vegas. The weather here is amazing. So it's very easy to de-stress here. Where New York is very, how life is.
Girl, we all know. Girl.
Yes.
Like New York is the kind of city, even it had obviously, not knocking it.
No,
nobody else. Hardcore New Yorkers don't tell me, don't come for me. But we can all admit that it's a city. It's a high stress, high moving, fast paced city, 24/7. I mean, we are too here in Vegas, but in a different way.
Right.
And New York's the kind of place that just getting to work in the morning can be a struggle.
Stress.
Yeah, like on the subway with somebody grabbing your ass or bumping into you, or somebody who smells really bad and just shouldn't be out in public.
Or the weather's just crappy.
Pouring rain.
I don't want to be doing this right now. So yeah.
Seriously.
Waking up to sunshine is nice.
Waking up to sunshine is nice, but right now we're in the muck of this heat wave.
Woo! It's hot.
Have you gotten used to the heat yet?
I'm true Nevada. Like I've
You're
adapted to being a Nevadian real easy. Like 70 degrees. I'm like, oh my God, it's freezing. As if I didn't grow up with snow and stuff.
Right. Well, because I grew up in Michigan, so I know the same thing. So I love it. Okay, so listen, tell me more about what we're doing today.
Yay.
And obviously, I'm going to let you talk, but tell us a little bit more about this partnership and what we're going to do today.
So the partnership's amazing. Bill, who is a dear friend and has always been around our brands, right? So a friend of our brands, all of our brands, but specifically Chambord. When we were coming up with an idea of how to celebrate Pride this June for National Pride Month, we decided that we were going to do a nice little variety show at Charlie's here in Las Vegas, and we were thinking of ways to kind of amp it up. And Bill was there while we were brainstorming, and he was like, not trying to throw myself in there, but I
dropped a big binder on the table. I'm like, but look what I can do.
But he said, how about having Hey Girl cover the night at Charlie's? And I was like, that's amazing. I would love for Hey Girl to be there to do a live podcast and just really do a pre-show for us and an after show. And that just organically grew into how can we just take it up to the next level and really build out a program and a partnership with Chambord. So Chambord has
we got on talk, a bunch of calls. We made calls. This wasn't just, listen, I'm grateful, but we definitely went through, it wasn't just a blink of an eye. Let's just do it because we're friends. We really, I think Kim and I definitely brainstormed and figured out what's the best way for both of us to elevate everything in the market.
And I mean, Chambord, that's what Chambord's all about, right? So we're about elevating cocktails and elevating experiences. So it was a match made in heaven. It was a great little marriage and partnership that we have going on. So I'm just really excited to be here and share some of the platforms with your audience, because some of them might not know what Chambord is. So I was really excited not only to come out today, but to keep this partnership going for a month long.
Thank you. Yes, so. And I'm beyond thrilled, and I've been talking about it for all the other episodes we've had. And people, like I'm really honored, and I'm humbled by it, and just that such a wonderful, worldwide brand wants to be in partnership with Hey Gurl.
Listen,
and I think that the brands, they look good together.
They do.
They look good, right?
Simpatico, and let me tell you. But yeah, and the things that you talk about on your show, I mean, they just align with so many of our brand strategies and the things that we're doing at Chambord. Things like Pride and in cooking and baking and just fun stuff. We like to have fun with our brand, and we celebrate Pride all year. So this was just another way for us to just keep that Pride train going, I
love that. So wait, let's talk about that for a second, because I know you and I have talked offline, and we've talked maybe on one of our live streams briefly, but for people who didn't get that, I love that about Chambord, and that was something that came up in our meeting with other members of your team.
Yes.
That Chambord as a brand celebrates Pride all year, not just during National Pride Month, which is June. And I love that, and I think that is a valuable conversation that's been going on within my community, within the LGBTQ plus community, for a couple of years now.
Okay.
Because yes, we are very grateful. We're always grateful for any support, right?
Yes.
And yes, so even in my lifetime, and in my, I would say even over the last 10 years, wouldn't you say that society as a whole and big corporations as a whole have started more and more openly supporting gay pride during June, right?
Absolutely.
And that's
100%.
Great. We love it. But now that we're grateful for that, but I think what has shifted, or not shifted, but I think what's become apparent is that there are some companies, obviously not Chambord, but there are some companies that we feel are using us to capitalize on their revenue during the month of June. They're not.
So
they
they're
don't
making
support
it a
us.
moment.
Yeah, they don't. They jump on the bandwagon because now that's what's popular to do during June, but they do nothing for us the rest of the year. And we don't like that. but so for me, Chambord, I know because I know the brand culture, because we've, as you said, we've worked together before, and we've been in the industry together. But I love, that was a big selling point for me, that to partner with a company that openly supports. They actually even say we celebrate Pride year round. It's a celebration year round, not just during the month of June, and I love that. So, girls, you can spend your money on Chambord any day of the week, okay? They love us, okay? They deserve our support too. Wink, wink.
Like we say at Chambord, love proudly and drink responsibly.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And isn't it? It's a proud supporter of PFLAG.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, come on. So, but so tell me a little bit more about the brand. So we talked about the brand culture.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about Chambord.
Okay, so
it looks like we're going to do a tasting here.
We are. We're going to kind of deconstruct Chambord. So so for those who don't know what Chambord is, we are premium, velvety, black raspberry liqueur. And we set ourselves apart from our competition because we are ultra premium. So what I want to take you through today is a tasting that kind of shows you the nuances and picks apart Chambord so you understand what goes into it and what makes us so special.
I love it. I'm ready, girl.
Okay.
I mean, this is, because that's the thing too. I think this is so great because some people don't even have yet to be exposed to the diverse functionality of this brand.
I love it.
This brand that loves us so much. Yeah. I have to tell you how much this brand loves us.
Yes. Okay.
And it's pretty.
Right? It's so cute. It's so cute. Even in the little bottles, like, girl.
The little bottles, girl. Yeah. So take it away. Take it away, chef, mixologist.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So as I mentioned, that we are black raspberry liqueur, and the base of our liqueur is a French premium neutral spirit. So a lot of brands use neutral spirits to make liqueurs, but sometimes they're not using a premium neutral spirit, right? So we like to make that a point that ours is a French premium neutral spirit. And if you haven't noticed, Chambord is made in France. So,
but what region, do we know?
There is a real place, the Chateau Chambord. There's a huge castle out there that we produce all of our Chambord at.
When are we going to the castle?
From your mouth to the
Hey,
brand,
girls.
to the brand's ears. Okay, we need 2 flights, 2 tickets. No, but hopefully one day I would love to get out there.
Listen, I think that this month, I think that we can appropriately and affectionately rename the penthouse the Chambord Clubhouse or something.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't want to. I mean, Chateau. Yeah, Chambord Chateau sounds so much better. But I don't want to. I don't want to steal. Like
Okay.
I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. Is that okay?
2.0.
Can we call it?
Yeah, why not?
Or the Chambord Chateau Vegas edition. No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Hey, girl. I love it.
Like
I love
Chambord Chateau Gay edition, but wait,
Yeah.
Chateau's already pretty gay. So
Oh, you are
Oh my God.
too much fun.
I
Too
love
much
it.
fun.
I know we're already having fun. And we haven't even tasted.
I know.
Yet.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
let's get into it, girl.
So
get into it. Deconstruct.
I'm
give
going
me some
right
flavors.
into it.
Okay, so let's get into it, girl. Like, can you what are we deconstructing Chambord today?
We
It
are.
sounds so violent. Why are we taking her apart?
so we can understand her a little bit better
ain't
before
that-
we enjoy her.
Ain't that the truth? You always gotta take a bitch apart before you can understand where she's coming from.
I love it.
I don't know. I don't know where all the jokes are coming from today. It's been a long
You're just
day.
rolling
girl.
with it.
Just
I
roll
love
with
it.
it. All right,
Let's
girl,
go.
go for it. You
Okay.
have the floor.
So what we start with is a 3-part fruit infusion. So we're gonna take raspberries, blackberries, and black currant. So black currant is one of those oddball kind of fruits that no one really knows about, but it brings a nice tartness to the Chambord.
Okay.
So raspberry is going to give you the sweetness that you're looking for, that pop of sweetness, that juicy color, that juicy flavor. And then you're also going to get blackberries. So if you go on like a sweetness profile, raspberry being the sweetest, then you have blackberries right in the middle, a little kick of tart, and then you have that black currant.
The blackberry does it kind of balance that sweetness?
I would say it marries the two.
It brings it out of that top level tier of sweetness
Exactly.
to balance. Okay, great.
Exactly. And then that black currant is going to be that extreme end of the tart. So you have the raspberries and the black currant, super sweet, super tart, and that black raspberry that sits right in the middle that kind of connects it all.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Good.
All right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take whole frozen fruits, and we do that because frozen fruit, that we want to keep the integrity of the flavor and all of the juiciness. So we're going to take all these frozen fruits. So it's 80% raspberries, 16% on the blackberries, and only 4% on the black currant.
Okay.
So we're going to take those whole frozen fruits and we're going to put them in the infusion tank with the neutral spirit, heat it up a little bit, get those juices flowing, and then we're going to steep it. So if you ever steeped tea before, you let it sit for a long time to get all of that flavor.
Oh yeah, all the flavor out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we actually infuse those fruits with the neutral spirit for 4 weeks.
Okay.
Actually, we go all the way up to 6 weeks, but on the 4th week, that's where we're going to take our first extraction of juice.
Okay.
So, let me tell you, this is a really intense process and probably one of the most important, because if you look at the color here,
Is this one right here?
Nope, the first one you have right here. Yep.
So yes, for those of you who may not be watching the video, we have this beautiful setup here with 4 cups in front of me.
Yep.
And what's this first one here?
This first one is the infusion.
The infusion. Okay.
Yes. So it's those 3 berries plus the neutral
This is
spirit.
just the 3 berries and the black.
Nope, just the neutral spirit. Oh yes, so the 3 berries are the black currant, the black raspberry, yep,
and the blackberry.
Blackberry and the raspberry.
Awesome.
There you go. Boom.
Okay. And
So-
this has been 4 weeks.
Let me go through the whole process.
Oh, sorry. I got excited. Sorry.
You got excited.
I'm not trying to mess up your
So we extract it 3 times
Okay.
to get all that color that you're seeing here. So it's a nice dark kind of maroonish brown.
Yes.
And to
it's
get all that
nice
sweetness.
aromatics.
Yes.
Really nice aromatics.
And we're a natural product. So all the color that you see, we don't add any artificial coloring or artificial sweetener. So this first step of the process is really important because we're going to get most of the color and a lot of the sugars, those natural sugars, during this step of the process.
That's great because I'm always watching my figure. So we don't want any additives or anything like that. We're going all natural.
Yeah. That's exactly what you have right here. So the first extraction happens after 4 weeks. During those 4 weeks, we are turning that infusion tank about 12 times. So we want to make sure that we're really getting the most out of those juices. So then we're going to do that first extraction in 4 weeks. Then we're going to fill that tank up again with some more neutral spirit to get that second extraction. And then that last extraction, the leftover juice and the leftover berries that are in there, we're gonna press them out to make sure we're getting everything
Just
we
get
can.
It all, girl.
Getting it all. All of that
yep.
natural flavor.
Okay.
So that's what you have in your first glass.
All right, let me see.
So be careful. Don't
shoot it.
No. Very small
Can you
taste.
imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's strong, girl. So be careful.
It is strong. I was only being a little obnoxious with my tasting because I was trying to give the sound effect to the microphone.
And now you got all the coughs.
Oh. No, but yes, honey.
But you taste the tartness, right?
I do.
And the sweetness.
It's not overpowering.
No.
I was being an asshole.
Yo,
and
you're fine.
I was
You're
trying to roll it around
Yeah.
my tongue for the benefit of the sound as opposed to the benefit of tasting. Yes. I mean, I know we're talking about fruit forward and we're talking about sweet. So obviously my mind immediately goes to dessert, right?
Yes.
I feel like this is giving me reminiscent, like, emotions. It's taking me on a journey of just all the things.
Yes.
Like, just like, like the fanciest pastry you could ever imagine, right?
You're in France
it's
getting a fresh
opulent.
pastry. Yeah.
It's pretty opulent,
really
right?
It really is. So that's the first step of the process, and like I said, one of the most important because we want to make sure we're getting the color and the sugar from this step. So the next cup you have in front of you, it's really dark color, right?
Okay.
And that's because it's
that looks like dark grape juice.
And we're not going to drink it.
Purple grape
we're
juice.
not tasting this.
We're not
one.
tasting.
No,
okay.
because this is a concentrate. So what we're going to do is we're going to extract natural extraction of our raspberries and our blackberries.
Okay.
So the essence of them. So that's why it's such a strong concentrate. And if you were to drink this, you would sting your teeth, honey.
Ooh,
so
we're not doing it then. We're going to smell it?
But if you smell it.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
I get you.
So really juicy off the nose. Like.
I'm even getting a little bit of licorice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. A pop of like candy.
Yes.
And like a fresh fruit taffy or.
Or like dark chocolate almost too, right?
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely getting some chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in there, but again, I always think we were actually kind of talking about this offline to let the audience in. I mean, tasting anything is very subjective.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's no wrong answer, or at least I'm giving myself that permission that there's no wrong answer. But no, it is subjective, and I think that especially when you're talking about aromatics, different things come forward for different people because that all of those senses in your the upper part of your body, like the sight, sense, taste, everything, they all trigger something in your brain that could be a nostalgic memory for you.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I wasn't going to say, but this for me, I have a 6-month-old at home.
Yes, and congratulations.
Thank you.
She's not, mommy again. Like you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're not
like,
a new
really,
mom, but yeah.
No, but like all over again. Because my other two are 8 and 7, so we started from the beginning.
I love it.
But
all
this
right, so
for me
tell me
is a little bit like the prunes that I feed the baby, like the baby food, but it's like that juicy, raisiny, jammy.
Yeah. I definitely have some like jammy fruit notes coming through. Yeah, absolutely.
So, and if you want to look at the color, you can dip your little perfume strip in here, and you can see another great way to get some more smells on it as well, some more aromatics, but to really look at that color for those who are watching at home. You can see the deep. You can see the deep dark color here, and again, this is a highly concentrated fruit extraction, but all natural. Okay.
I'm loving it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take that first infusion, that fruit infusion. Remember I was telling you about those 3 berries with the neutral French spirit. And now we're going to blend it with our lovely extraction of raspberry and blackberry essence.
Okay. So wait, you mean...
No, that's what's going into the bottle.
Okay, I thought she wanted me to
pour
we don't
it
have
in.
to. I was like, are we making Chambord today?
Right? Can we do that? No.
We don't. Because I remember you said don't drink it.
Yes.
So I was like, wait, are we going to pour it in and then I'm going to drink it?
I wish we had the technology to do those things here, but we don't have all the fancy tools that they have at the distillery.
No, that's okay. I got you. But that's what you guys do behind
That's what
the
they do.
scenes.
Yep. So that's the next step of the process. They're going to blend these two together. Then what you're going to have here is the next part of flavor. So if you.
So this is our third tasting cup,
our third tasting cup, and this is the next step of the process, right? So step 1, the fruit infusion.
Okay.
Step 2 is the fruit extraction, concentrate. And then step 3 is going to be another flavor extraction. So what you have here in the glass, which is a nice golden yellow, is first the base, which is an XO cognac. So if you're okay, honey, we're not talking VS or VSOP.
Okay,
we're talking XO.
So like over 15 years or 10 years.
Okay, over 6 years, I believe.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
So I don't know how old the cognac we use that is aged,
but it's at least. Yeah,
exactly. So this is made with XO cognac. So we're talking the best, the ultra premium of the cognacs.
The most aged.
Well. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So we're gonna have the cognac in here. What else are you getting before I tell you what's in there?
I'm getting some butterscotch and maybe some caramel.
Okay. So very good nose. What you're smelling, so we also use natural honey.
Okay.
And then we're going to use some Madagascar vanilla.
Oh, yes, I definitely, now that you mention it, I definitely get some vanilla. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and she's got some vanilla here for me to smell.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So.
Oh my
so
gosh,
good.
you guys. Oh my God, no, really. But, whoa.
Yes.
Like, this is, I mean, I swear I'm not trying to flatter you or anything like that. I really am this excited. I feel like I'm going on a new journey with Chambord. This is going to bring out so many more flavors that I didn't notice before.
Absolutely. So this, for me, this brings the vanilla. It's a vanilla. So I get a lot of like this earthy vanilla when I smell it. I've never had, so for me, vanilla, it's always like vanilla extract or like vanilla ice cream, right? This is a vanilla bean pod. So I opened it up so you can really smell it.
Yes, honey. There's those vanilla beans.
And for me, this is like vanilla extract on like 1,000.
I love it. I love it. I'm a big vanilla kind of girl.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm not vanilla in my personality, but and I like the flavor, is all I'm saying.
Love
all right,
that.
So what do we got here?
And then here, for you, what you're also going to get, so we have the XO cognac, Madagascar vanilla, a little bit of that raw natural honey.
Sure. And
then we're going to have Moroccan citrus peel. So a key step is the Moroccan, right? We're sourcing all of our ingredients from the best places that you can. So all of our citrus peels are Moroccan. Our Madagascar vanilla, right? It's just something, another step, another level of elevation when we talk about Chambord. And I did mention before, those 3 berries we talked about earlier, the raspberry, blackberries, and the blackcurrant, we're sourcing those from both the northern and southern hemisphere, so that we're getting the best fruit year round. So we're talking France,
so it doesn't
Chile,
matter what climate it is. Well,
Serbia.
It does matter the climate, but meaning you said year round. It doesn't, You don't ever go through a lull.
No,
right.
Exactly. So that's why we're going to go from the northern and the southern hemisphere.
Nice.
So the weather, whenever they're
you get it from where you
you're
can
going to get it. Exactly.
Oh my God. Yes, with this peel.
So the citrus peel just gives it that pop of acid that you need.
I feel stupid that I said butterscotch and caramel because now I'm not getting it anymore
caramel,
because I get it.
If you think about honey and vanilla,
that's kind of what makes caramel.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love 100%. How we're I love you because you always, even if I'm wrong, we somehow talk ourselves into working our way back to being right, and then we both go exactly.
Exactly. 100%.
I'm like, exactly.
And then this is a concentrate as well. So we use these strips to really get a nose on it.
Okay.
This one you can't see as much as the color, but it is a nice golden honey brown, like copper.
Yeah.
Am I right there? Yeah. Is that what you're thinking? Like a copper? Yeah. So this is the third step of the process. So, right, we started with our infusion with the neutral spirit, all those fresh fruits, getting the color and the sugars. Then we're going to add our natural extraction of the raspberry and the blackberries. And now you have this next concentrated extraction of flavor from the cognac, the Madagascar vanilla, the honey, and the Moroccan citrus.
There's just so much more care and attention to detail than I think people realize.
Yes.
Honestly.
It is really craftsmanship at its best.
It's art.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Do you happen to, it's okay if you don't know the answer to this, because this is just kind of a question off the top of my head. Do you happen to call the people that are making this, do you still call them winemakers? Do you call them, do they have a title? Is there a specialist?
No, so there's a master blender,
Master
right?
blender.
So we do have a master blender at the distillery so now we're at the step where we're going to blend all these together, right? So now we're adding the third step, and our master blender is going to taste to make sure that we have the consistency that we're looking for Chambord.
Perfect.
So After we blend them all together, it goes through a beautiful filtration process. So I don't have samples on me today, but if you ever look at Chambord unfiltered, it's kind of cloudy.
Okay.
So we have a special filtration system there that we run the spirit through, and it's going to extract all of that cloudiness and get it to that clear, beautiful color that you see here, which is just so.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, what happens? Okay, so here's my question. Because it's all natural.
Yes.
Can and everything, everything that's in it. Does this ever expire? Could it ever go bad?
So it does have a shelf life.
Because it lasts a long time.
It does. It really does. And it does have a shelf life. And some people do think that it goes bad because I don't know if you've ever seen a bottle that's been out for a while, it goes a little brown.
It starts losing, losing that purpleness.
Exactly,
it
that
fading.
color.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's because it's natural, it's still good. It's still good in use. It's just, it's going to lose some of that color because it's all natural.
But we can still use it.
It absolutely. Yeah.
Don't you, I'll use it.
I'm here for it, right? And then we go straight into bottling. So bottling is also something very special for us at the distillery because Chambord's the only product being bottled there. So
perfect. Okay.
So competitors, sometimes they'll send their stuff to a bottling plant where they're bottling other products as well.
And it's just not given probably the same amount of care.
You just never
don't
know.
It's like a third party finishing your work for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we're handling every step of the process from start to finish. So bottling is that finishing step where we want to make sure that we are giving it that same attention that we did from the very beginning. So at our bottling plant, Chambord is the only product that's being bottled there. It's a very small craft kind of operation that happens there. And even though we have machines that are bottling it, we do have a 15 person staff that's going to check every bottle.
Oh, wow.
And they hand put on all these
Stop
neckers.
it.
Yes.
All these little things?
Yep.
Yes.
So they're going to check for imperfections within the label, and then they're going to attach these little neckers as well. So it's still very hands-on, and then they're going to hand package it. So they're going to make sure that they're putting the bottles into the packages that are going to go out and ship out.
I love it. So, I mean, obviously there is a lot of care, a lot of attention to detail throughout this entire process.
Yes.
And we talked about, we talked about all the natural flavors, and we talked about how Chambord, because it's all natural, can potentially start to lose some color, but that doesn't mean it's not consumable or that the flavor profile has shifted.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about, not to give them too much airtime, but tell me a little bit about what are the competitors out there doing, and what sets Chambord apart, and what, how do they get their flavor profile, or more specifically even their coloring, and et cetera, et cetera.
So a lot of our competitors are going to get dye, basically. So colored dye. So blue 1 and red 40. So they're going to be pulling in those colors to get the color that they need, and they're probably
it's all artificial.
Yes, and they're probably going to add some artificial sweetener, right? So we have no, we're non-GMO. We don't put any high fructose corn syrup where some of our competitors will have that in their product. Like I said before, we're all natural. So all the sugars that you're getting, all the sweetness that you're getting is naturally sourced. That's why we're gonna press those berries out to get all the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that.
So do you want to taste some Chambord?
I want to taste some Chambord.
Okay, that's your
last. It's the last tasting cup.
The last tasting cup.
Cheers. Cheers. So wait, so let's smell it first. Oh my God, it's so good.
So good.
I feel like somehow right now I just literally had like a reminiscence. Like my mind immediately went to that popular Saturday Night Live skit. Have you ever seen that one where I think it's like Anna Gasteyer and like Molly Shannon, and they do this skit, like a recurring skit, like where they're just on NPR radio, and their video, their show is called The Delicious Dish, and they're always just like,
too funny.
Yes, and I don't know, I just had that moment where I'm like, this sounds like we're just living over here with this Chambord. It's like,
Yes, we're gonna do our own product.
NPR, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Oh, honey, it is so good. It's like it's rich, which we want. So let's talk about that. it's a liqueur. Obviously, it's a liqueur. We've talked about it. We've deconstructed it.
Yes.
What are the best uses for this?
Okay. So it's naturally sweet, right? You get the honey from it. You get the burn from the XO cognac for sure. Like you're tasting all of those little nuances.
And it's roughly about like 16% alcohol.
Yes.
Something like that, right? I think we have. Yeah, it is.
We have it right here. We can double
16.5.
Yep.
Okay, I was close.
So 30. So for those who are not familiar, the percentage of alcohol basically double it to get the proof. So it's 33 proof.
Got it.
Yeah. Perfect. So the best way to consume it, I mean, you showed some, I believe. I caught your baking episode.
We did do a baking episode last week with the fabulous executive pastry chef from the Wynn, Chef Lorna.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, she was great.
She made a frisier, and I still think I'm saying that wrong, but she said I'm saying it right.
Well, you can always bake with it. She was spot on with the cake she made. And then for other desserts, I mean, a lot of people say just pour it over ice cream. It's like
I would.
Syrup.
But and then in cocktails, I mean, what?
That's right. Yep.
We also did a cocktail. We did the Hot Girl Summer cocktail,
yes.
which had your approval, which I appreciate. That Justin Driscoll created, our bartending friend. What would you say though? I think a lot of times Chambord is used in cocktails, but as not the main ingredient. Is there an opportunity, or is there a place for that, for it to be the main spirit?
Absolutely. So we love brunch, and the Cure Royale is really where you're going to see Chambord shine the most. So what you would do in the Cure Royale is you're going to pour yourself about a half ounce or an ounce, depending on how much Chambord you like. I like mine sweet.
2 ounces.
Okay. No, well, honey, we're going to top it with champagne. So.
Oh, right.
So, and you're usually in a flute or in a coupe glass, right?
Flute or coupe,
You're going to pour your half ounce, or if you're Bill Janisse, 2 ounces, okay, of Chambord, and then you're going to top it with champagne. So,
I love it.
Your favorite Brut or Rosé or natural, Corbel natural. Yeah. I mean, we can make one if you want. I have all
I feel
the
like we should
today.
make one.
I have everything to make cocktails.
I think
you want to get a little fun?
Oh, honey, I want to get fun.
Okay.
But I have a funny story first.
Go ahead, do
really
it.
Quick. So, really quick. I am still driving this car.
I love you.
No. But just talking about how, we're talking about, the ounces and the pour, right? And anyone who knows me, I'm going to take this opportunity to get real with y'all. No, I'm looking right at the camera. right down to the camera. No, anyone who knows me or anyone who has had the pleasure of coming to the Hey Girl Penthouse knows that I have a heavy hand. Literally. I am that friend. I'm the friend that everybody tags in all those funny memes where they say, oh, we all have that one friend that tries to kill us with alcohol poisoning type thing, right?
That's me too.
And I feel like I have somehow contributed in a big way to keeping the liquor industry afloat over the last year.
Let me tell you, Chambord is my secret weapon. But go ahead, finish your story.
I ain't mad about it, but I love it. But then, not to talk too much about me, but I did just recently, as you know, and I'm not going to go too much detail, but I did just recently start a new job with a new company.
Yes.
And part of that is me teaching people how to make cocktails.
Oh, goodness.
And I was laughing with friends last night. I was like, the irony is not lost on me that I'm the one that's going to be teaching people how to pour, when meanwhile I overpour all the time.
Right. Hide your kids, hide your eyes, because he is out here teaching the next generation of bartenders how to do.
Honey.
Too funny.
Girl, well, we're just coming off of COVID quarantine, a couple months ago, and it looks like we might be going back in. Who knows? I hope not.
You.
But I mean, I think all of us, all of our training wheels are off. I think everybody has had a lot of practice time getting ready to handle these cocktails. Anyway, love it. Let's make some cocktails. Okay. All right, we're back, and we had to reset.
Yeah.
What are we making?
So we're gonna make two really fun summer light and bright cocktails. But before we do that, just for those who love boozy cocktails and classic cocktails, as we said before, Chambord's really versatile and it can go into anything. So when making a Manhattan, which is bourbon, a little vermouth, and some bitters, we just top with Chambord, right? If you're gonna make a Bramble, which is gin, I like to use Forge gin, by the way.
Love Forge.
Forge is so
Forge
good.
is good, girl. And I'm not a big gin drinker, but I'm like,
that
okay,
one's
Forge.
good. Yeah, that one. Come through. So we call that.
So if Forge Gin wants to send anything my way,
We're here for it.
We're here for it. Yeah. Even though I know that's one of your brands.
You're too funny. You're too cute.
Kidding.
I'm going to reference all my brands.
Oh, honey,
okay.
we should. We got. Go ahead.
So
I almost started talking about the brand. I was like, we got Corbel, we got Sonoma Couture.
You see them all here for you. But just so,
I get excited. I love Brown-Forman.
Yes.
I love Brown-Forman.
So other cocktails, the Bramble, that's with forged gin, Chambord, and a little bit of lemon juice. Another great cocktail. And then any margarita you want to make, why not make it a black raspberry margarita and add some Chambord in there? So again, you can elevate any cocktail you want with Chambord. It's so great. So at Chambord, we really feel like we exist because we make simple pleasures and we create grand gestures. Okay.
I love that.
So that's what we do. So we elevate all cocktails.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So now that we're done talking about classic cocktails and how you can incorporate Chambord, let's make a Curaçao without 2 ounces of Chambord. And then
that might be a little bit much.
And then we're also going to make a French Chambord spritz. Okay?
Ooh, okay, we're going to spritz.
Yes, we are, honey. So for the Curaçao, I'm going to do, like I said before, just a half an ounce of Chambord. And we're going to throw that in there. And I like, you pour the Chambord first because then the bubbly is going to do a nice little, it's going to mix it up for you.
Okay, perfect.
Instead of having the...
As opposed to using it as like a topper.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All right, friends, you're going to have to wait a second. Let me get this off.
We're going to open this for you, too.
Yes, we are. So, I mean, unless you just like the pop bottles, which is fine, too.
It's
a lot of
but
people
normally
do.
We don't want to hear that big pop.
Exactly.
Especially if you're serving, table side or behind the bar.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you can pop it.
Okay, teacher, teach me something.
Sorry.
Okay, I like it. No.
I can't shut it off.
I love it. I love it. But he's right. Especially if you're serving at a table, you do not want to pop the bottle. So if you just give it a nice little twist, it pops all on its own. Okay? And then we're just going to top that off like this.
Ooh, it's all pretty.
Right? And I use Corbel Natural because I don't know if you guys have had it, but it's so clean, so delicious. It's one of those silent, like, sleepers that no one knows about. It's like a hidden secret. I'm like, how do you not know about
It's like your best kept secret.
Seriously.
I am not mad about
that. It's so good. All right, honey. You ready?
Can we put like a blackberry and a raspberry?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to top it.
Let's top it, girl. What are we doing?
Let's do it with the raspberry.
Okay, go ahead, girl. You're the bartender.
Boom.
Ooh.
And boom.
Ooh, honey. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Oh my God. A triumph.
Yeah, right? It just sweetens it up a little bit, and it's not too sweet. You still taste the champagne. It's just,
Well, yeah, because a lot of times when you add things, when you try to add anything to bubbles, to any sort of champagne, it is a delicate balance because it's so easy to, if you did what I told you to do 2 ounces, it's so easy for then that takes away from the not just the bubbles but the benefits and the value of the champagne. So it has to be a nice mix, and this mixes perfectly. I love it.
Yes.
Yes. Cheers. I'm gonna
cheers one more time.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
All right.
Okay. You know what else we're gonna do? So because of our last video, we learned how to make the Chambord boba pearls.
Oh.
I'm gonna make some, and then when you come back in a couple weeks when we do our finale, called the Cham Brunch.
I love
my little puns. I'll make some boba pearls so we can put them in the Cure Royales as well.
Oh, how cute. Okay? That would be so much fun.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so for our next cocktail, right?
I'm excited.
I hope you enjoyed
the first one was a triumph.
Yeah. So for our next one, we are going to do a Chambord French Spritz. Okay, so super fun and delightful for the summer. So you're going to fill your glasses with some ice here. On, boom, boom. And we're going to do a 1 ounce pour of the Chambord. Again, that's a 1 ounce pour. Boom. And then you're going to add 4 ounces of white wine. I enjoy Sonoma Couture Chardonnay. It's really well balanced.
Yeah.
I love the brightness.
Is it the California Chardonnay?
Yes, it is. It's a Cali Chard, and it's super bright and delicious.
But well balanced. It's not overly oaky or buttery.
No.
It's just a nice balance.
Exactly. It has some of those buttery notes, and then that great acidity that cuts through. So really crisp and clean is what I like to say. All right, so we're going to do 4 of these. And then another 4 ounces for you.
Thanks.
2, 3. As you can see, I have a heavy hand as well.
I love it.
Keep going over that
I think
1
that
ounce.
it's just the energy in here. Everything is, it's all or nothing. Just like Cher says. It's all or nothing.
And then we're going to top this with club soda. Okay. Not too much, but just a nice little bit of bubbly.
Just for some bubbles and kind of cuts
Yes.
through any additional sweetness that we don't want, right?
Exactly. And then we're going to add us a little black raspberry and
blackberry and a yeah, I know. I always catch myself saying it wrong.
Me too.
What about an orange peel?
You want? Oh, look
Let's
at you,
try it.
fancy. You're so fancy. Okay. Boom.
Ooh, it looks so good, y'all. All right, come on, girl. Cheers. Oh my God, I could crush this all day long.
Yeah.
By the pool. Seriously.
Oh, for sure.
By the pool, on the patio, in a bistro, in Ibiza.
Love it.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God, this is amazing.
So it's just some
and it's
fun.
not a complicated cocktail.
No,
it's a 3-ingredient build cocktail.
Yeah.
Anybody could do it at home. And it's a great way, like I always say in the cocktail program I have on the Hey Gurl website, we always say we're looking for ways to have an elevated cocktail experience at home.
Oh, yep. I love it.
Honey, this
and then
is it.
if you're like me, you know how you bring your own hot sauce places?
What
I
do you
bring
have
my
in your little
own,
fanny pack there, girl?
Because sometimes it just needs a little bit more. So I'm just
you guys, if you're not watching the video, she has a little mini bottle of Chambord in her fanny pack.
Okay,
Honey,
girl.
She said she ain't got hot sauce in that bag. She got Chambord. Because you can add
I just need a little bit more sweetness. That's why.
I love it. Oh my God, I love
Cheers.
it. Cheers.
Thank you for having me, and this was so much fun.
Honestly, thank you so much. The pleasure was all mine. So we've learned some really great things about Chambord here. Let's just recap for the audience.
Okay.
We've learned that, first of all, Chambord is a company that openly and proudly supports the LGBTQ plus community year-round, so we love that. And we also learned that the process of making it has a great deal of attention to detail, a great deal of care. None of it is outsourced. All of it is all natural flavors. And the process of doing it is all in-house,
yes.
which is amazing, right?
100%.
And then we also learned that, girl, we can bake with it. We can make drinks with it. We can just drink it straight if you want. But
that's what
I love
enjoy
it. I think, I do. I think it has just such a very diverse functionality.
Yes.
You know, so
just like our
perfect.
Consumers, we love him all.
Yes, it's perfect for this hot girl summer. Okay.
Hey, girl.
I love it. So this is what we're gonna do. Next, so starting, we're already in it, but
Yes.
we've got 2 more episodes.
Yes, we do.
With our partnership, and so look out for those. We also have a musical playlist on the Hey Gurl website. It's heygurlpodcast.com. Gurl is spelled with a U. So check that out if you're looking for any music. We have, obviously, on the website, there's also episodes. There is merchandise, and we have some co-branded merchandise that just came in, honey. What do we have? We have some beach balls. Well, I ask you, and then I tell you. Tell us what we got, girl.
We have some beach balls. So a really nice, fun.
Yeah, and we got some Hey Gurl fans.
My favorite. Oh my God, I love the fans.
We've got some Hey Gurl pool glasses. They're plastic, so they're pool safe. And yeah, so check out those on the website if any of you are interested in adding or elevating your hot girl
there
summer.
We go.
There it is.
Yes.
Yes, because what does Chambord do? It takes a what? What did you say? It takes
a simple pleasure and makes it a grand gesture.
I love it. I think that's a great place to end today. Kim, thank you so much for donating your time and your talent. I just think the world of you, girl.
Oh, girl, I love you.
I love you too. So thanks for joining us, girls, and I hope you have a great weekend. Again, new episodes every Friday. Check out the heygurlpodcast.com. Gurl is spelled with a U for music, merchandise, cocktail recipes. Oh, yeah. Now we have food recipes on there
all
with Chambord. And check out all of our co-branded Chambord merchandise, honey.
Fun
for
the summer.
Hot girl summer. All right, girl, have a good one. Bye.